Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Scott Selections here for Tuesday, February 23rd. Before getting today's play of the day, a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We're having a nice winner as we gave out Eastern Kentucky and Southeast Missouri State over 150.5 and minus 110 on Bet Online. Game was pretty dicey, pretty low scoring first half, but the second half picked up and the game ended up landing at 152. So we got another winner. And we were able to extend our winning streak, which is always a very good feeling. And hopefully that carries over into Tuesday. Now, for this play of the day, we're going to be sticking with college basketball. And it's going to be on a matchup in the Big Ten between Penn State and Nebraska. And that game should be taking place at around 8 p.m. Eastern time. And for the play of the day, we're going to be taking the under in this one. And the best line that's currently available is at BetMGM. And the best line is at 143.5. So the play of the day is going to be on Penn State and Nebraska under 143.5 and minus 110 on BetMGM. Time recording of 1:23 a.m. Eastern time. Couple reasons why I like the under in this spot. First of all, these teams already played once this season, and that game landed way under the total. That game ended up landing at 123. It was actually Nebraska's only conference win of the season. Game came down to the wire, and the game still flew under. And now the second meeting suddenly has a total that's roughly 20 points higher than where the first meeting landed, and I think that that's just too many points. I think this game should probably land in the mid-130s, but I'll go into some reasons as to why. Now, looking at both teams have actually been very solid defensively, despite being pretty underwhelming teams in the Big Ten. Penn State ranks 48th in defensive efficiency, according to KenPom, or Nebraska. People remember being a terrible defensive team earlier in the year. People now know, of course, the team isn't very good offensively. However, according to KenPom, Nebraska actually ranks 44th in defensive efficiency. So this team has been pretty solid on the defensive end, and I do think that should carry over once again after only allowing 61 points to Penn State in the first meeting this season. But now looking at some trends for both teams, 5 of Penn State's last 6 games have gone under the posted total. 3 of Nebraska's last 4 games have gone under, plus the under is 4-0 in Penn State's last 4 Tuesday games, and the under is 7-1 in Nebraska's last 8 games overall. So these games have been going under for both teams if you want to look at some recent results. Nebraska, ever since it came back from COVID, it played against Indiana, had a high-scoring game there on January 10th, and came back on February 6th. And since that point, these games have been going under, and they've been going under all the time. And I simply think that the markets have still not fully adjusted to this new style that Nebraska plays, where it plays a little bit slower and it definitely buckles down defensively while struggling the offensive end. And I think you will see that happen once again in this matchup. Now, looking at some other factors, we want to talk about the home and road numbers for both teams. Penn State is 6-3 to the under in its 9 road games, where Nebraska is 6-2 to the under in its 8 home games that there have been been totals for. But other than that, though, looking at some other factors here, Nebraska over the last couple of games has really just been awful offensively. Even though it beat Penn State, scored 62 points, played Maryland after that, scored 50, played Maryland again the day after, scored 71, and played Purdue the game after and scored 58, which means that in 3 of Nebraska's last 4 games, it has not scored more than 62 points. And I cannot back an over there if a team is most likely going to finish probably around 65, if not like low 60s or so. So for that reason, I think this game should probably be close to the spread. I think Penn State will probably cover. But at the end of the day, I think you'll see a game that finishes somewhere around 70 to 63. So I think this total is a little bit too high. The play that I, once again, here for Tuesday, February 23rd, is going to be on Penn State and Nebraska, under 143.5, minus 110 on BetMGM. That's been Scott Selections. Good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.